Hi YouTube, I want to share a near-death experience that I had. This happened in 2015, but I have been thinking about it ever since, almost every day. It was that real to me. Y'all can write it off or say whatever, but I'm just going to share. But first I want to give a brief background. So I was 19 at the time. I had just graduated from high school and took a first semester of college. Around this time, my life was falling apart. My girlfriend that I was dating at the time, we had broken up. My grandpa just died, and we were pretty close. I had gotten in trouble with the law. I was a druggie. Just everything was pretty much coming to shit. And, yeah. So anyways, I had gotten on probation for selling drugs, and, I was working 2 jobs at the time just to like make up for all the fines and stuff that I had to pay. And I was pretty stressed out, if you can imagine, just seeing the consequences of my actions and how my mental health was wreaking havoc on my life. And I had gone to the doctor to get some help, and they actually prescribed me benzos and sleeping pills, so that didn't help any. And yeah, so this experience is a result of that. I had taken an Ambien one night after work, and basically I can't remember much of this. Like, there's pieces that I can piece together, but I want to more focus on the near-death experience in this video. But I went over to my friend's house, and we just hung out, and there were some mutual friends there. They were drinking. I had a couple beers, and I passed out on the couch because of the sleeping medication. And I woke up in the middle of the night, apparently like in a delirious state, thinking that I was gonna be late for work the next day, and they like tried to stop me from getting in the car, but apparently I was just adamant to get to work, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I pulled out of the parking lot of this apartment complex, and I had gotten into the end of the street, and there was a cop that happened to be sitting there, and I had like rolled through the stop to the California stop, and he was gonna pull me over, but I was already on probation, and I was out of my mind, and I got into a high-speed chase and got in a car accident going 60 miles per hour and totaled my parents' car. Yeah, you know, you can say whatever about my moral decision making at this point in my life. It was chaotic, and I was young and stupid. But so anyways, upon death, or upon crashing into this tree, I remember my soul leaving my body and just like hovering above my body, and it felt like a sense of timelessness, and it was just like oh shit. And then I remembered it was like almost like I knew everything or something. I don't know how to describe it. There's like a sense of knowledge, or I don't know what to make of this, but I was just like looking at myself like in shock, and then I could kind of like will myself to I'm not even gonna get into that. But next I got like sucked through this portal, or like there was this light, you know, that stereotypical light at the end of the tunnel type thing. But it was like it was like sucking me through a portal, kind of like Black Ops Zombies, or just, Call of Duty Zombies, where you go through the teleporter and all you see is that darkness and then like flashing images and lights. But it was like just light. I was just like speeding at warp speed through this tunnel, and there was like lights passing, or like colors, and then at the end was a light. And this light was just pure love, pure bliss. And I came into this light, and next thing I know, I'm talking to my grandpa who had just died. I can't remember what we talked about, and it must not have been very important. But I wasn't a physical being anymore. I was just a soul, like a light. It was like being sucked into the sun or something, and the feeling that I had was just pure euphoria and pure bliss. And there was all these structures of light, but it was kind of like those Russian cathedrals with the like ice cream cone tops, but that was kind of the shape of these structures. And there was gems inside of them, like embedded within them, and or it was like light gems. I really don't know how to describe it, but yeah. I went into one of these buildings, and there was this most beautiful music I'd ever heard in my life. All the cathedral music, and just any music that you hear that is of this world that's good, doesn't hold a candle to this music that I heard during this experience. And there was all these souls in there, it was like a cathedral of souls, or like a congregation, and they're all waiting and singing and praising. And then I spoke to this being, which it was just pure brightness. You couldn't make out a face. It had there wasn't like, you know, the stereotypical like I saw Jesus and he had a beard and he was white. Like, no, I couldn't see him. It was just too bright for me to fathom. And there's biblical passages of, you know, talking about like you can't see him, you can't comprehend his brightness, and I do think that it was Christ, because it seemed to be like a center figure, or like one of those angels, or I don't really know how it works, but all I know is that I was there, and what I experienced felt so real. And I was like waiting for these other souls. There was a sense of timelessness, you know. There wasn't time. It was eternal. And I was waiting for all these other souls to go through, and then I didn't speak to him, but it's like a telepathic message got conveyed to my essence or something, and said, this is not your time, you are not supposed to be here, you have to go back, you have work to do. And yeah, this sounds similar to some other near-death experiences that I've heard, because I've I've looked into other people's near-death experiences just to see like the similarities between mine. I've told other people about this stuff. I don't know if they believe me or not. I mean, I probably sound crazy, but I don't really care because it was so beautiful. And I just want to share it with y'all. It's been a long time since this happened, but I have confidence that this is what I experienced, and I don't know really how to make sense of it. That's kind of what stopped me from sharing it for so long. I mean, I shared it with my family and close friends, like after this happened, you know, initially after it happened. But I want to tell the world about this, and I want to keep it in my memory forever because it was that important to me. I had kind of doubted this experience for a while, or like just not had so much confidence in it, I guess. I've heard of like, you know, DMT, like being sort of like being released upon death, and I thought maybe it was just like a drug trip or something to be like, you know. But since getting more into religion and trying to understand this, so I was raised Christian. I don't know if this has anything to do with my experience, but I was raised Christian, but I had kind of fallen away from the church and sort of rejected it in favor of the world. But since understanding and reading the Bible for myself, I think that it helped me make sense of this experience, and I want to share it with y'all. So yeah, that, I mean, listen, I've been plagued by addiction ever since this. I broke so many bones and had an opioid addiction after this car accident. I was given mass amounts of painkillers and stuff like that, and this still stayed with me through all that. And just the feeling of it was unfathomable. I can't accurately describe it or express it in words. I can do my best, but it was unfathomable. I've done mushrooms, I've done LSD, I've had ego death experiences and feelings of bliss, but nothing like this. And that's kind of how I know that it rings true in my heart. And there's just nothing that can come close to it. Anyways, I kind of feel like I'm rambling at this point. I just wanted to share this with y'all, and I hope that you sort of get something from it. Maybe I don't know if I want. I just wanted to share it. You can write it off, you can believe me, but I think the message that I've taken away from this is to spread love and have faith. And I know that this world, to me, after having this experience, feels like a dream or like a shadow or something unreal compared to the reality of this. And I know that this world is hard to love and have faith. There's so much to be sad about or doubtful of, but I think there's also a lot to be grateful for. And I'm grateful that I had this experience, even though I've gone through so much misery in the wake of this accident. My life has not been it's not been a cakewalk since this experience, but I don't know, this is always just burning in the back of my mind, and I can't really, you know, even when I try to write it off, it's just like, no, you can't. But I hope that this has been interesting for y'all to listen to, and I wish the best for y'all, and I just want to share the message to spread love and have faith. That'll be all. Thanks. Peace.